Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and they, from Call of Dragons, just dropped the update preview video. They've been doing this for a while now. This is going to be for the upcoming update that's going to drop on the 24th, 1.0.22, where they're revealing some of the Mage skills, a new S1 map, and potentially other nuggets. Haven't watched this yet. Literally just dropped a few minutes ago that I saw the ping for. So let's go ahead and watch this. We're going to give you our honest first reaction. And yeah, this should be good. Always nice to see the lovely Aussie and Leo as a duo pair. And hopefully the bloopers do not disappoint.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another update video. I'm Leo.
Hi, I'm Asya.
So the update Rage of Dragons is coming soon. So get ready for the new season talent system along with the reintroduction of the S1 map.
Yes, and that's not all. A Chinese New Year is coming soon along with some new events. Plus, we have 2 new mage heroes including a flying mage. And don't forget about the new pets.
And without further ado, let's dive into the details.
Oh, so cute. Petro Dragon, Petro Dragon.
After completing Season 2 Plus, get ready for a completely new adventure in Season ST1.
And our dev team decided to bring back the Season 1 map later.
Okay. So they just said they're bringing back the Season 1 map. Interesting. So we're getting a first look now at the layout. Let me see if there's anything else that they're going to say here, and then we'll touch.
Layout with a small twist in ST1.
Yes, and while Season 3 works are in progress,
with a small twist.
Okay. So they didn't say what the twist was, but let's just look at the map. So you could see, if you remember in the first one, right, there was 7 starting Zone 1 regions. The one that is missing here is Forgotten Lands, right? So if we went left to right, if you see this line here, this perimeter, this basically separated Burning Lands and Kaltia. So it was Kaltia, Sophrostia, Nivola, Darlin, Forgotten Lands, Zolan, and Burning Lands. So they basically removed Forgotten Lands. They went from 7 to 6. And then it looks like this could be a neutral PvP fighting area. And then it looks like this here, from what this looks like, could also be a small neutral PvP fighting area. And then this one between... Let me see here. Oh, I see. So it's probably like this. It's probably Kaltia and Burning Lands can fight here. Sophrostia and Nivola can fight here. And then obviously probably nothing that they can really do here. But Nivola and Darlin, interesting. There's nothing that's separating, so maybe they fight here going in. And then maybe Darlin and Zolan would fight here, possibly. And then this looks like it could be Zone 2 because this connects both Burning Lands and Zolan. So maybe this is Zone 2. And then coincidentally, maybe for Sophrostia and Kaltia, this could be the Zone 2 because both of those connect. If we're talking Nivola, which is here, and Darlin, maybe this is actually the Zone 2. Right, so this could be Zone 2, Zone 2, Zone 2, Zone 3, and then on the outside, this could be maybe Zone 1, the neutral Zone 1. This is a neutral Zone 1, so maybe it's 3 neutral Zone 1s and 3 Zone 2s, and then maybe the Atherin here in the middle is still the Zone 3. That could be how that plays out. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like there's any inherent or clear-cut advantages, so to speak. I mean, if you look at Sophrostia, they can go into 2 different regions. Kaltia can go into 2. Burning Lands can go into 2. Zolan can go into 2. Darlin is able to go here, it looks like, and then here. And Nivola can go here and here. So everyone can kind of go into 2 Zone 2s. But it's like they paired them, right? So it's like you have a pair here, and a pair there. You know, again, maybe that will play out more of, okay, well, if we have a union, maybe it makes sense for us to go into 2 of these, so that way we can control the Zone 2s and then have flexibility to go into the Zone 1s. It's almost like, and again, not to make this seem like it's going to become the East versus West thing that happened in S2+, but now because you have these different groupings, it could play out that way. Remember, we called it early on in season 2+, where we said, hey, this could turn into like a West versus East thing, and it very much did, right? For the majority of those 9 KVK or 10 KVK groups, if you include SS2-1. So this could turn into maybe 3 groups, 3 different union groups or 3 different groups, if you're talking about wanting for those alliances to have higher chances of making it to final zone, but still being able to get that PvP in the neutral zone. Which again, I think that's somewhat okay, because you get the neutral fighting here. You can potentially opt to fight here, or you have the kingdoms and the alliances going in here to this zone 2, and then that way you could potentially have 3 different sided matchups going into final, or 1v2s, or whatever it may be. So I think this is okay. I mean, the only big difference here is that it's more of a circular format instead of more of a pyramid format. Let's go.
In ST1.
Yes, and while Season 3 works are in progress, let's look at the details.
So Season 3 is coming. Okay, cool, but it's not yet.
This season introduces brand new policies, allowing you to craft your very own strategy. Once the new season begins, you can put these new policies into action, aligning them with your chosen strategy for the season.
Additionally, a new talent system has been introduced. Now, there are 4
So let's go back and look at that real quick. So if we pause, interesting. So they, well, okay, so they broke this up, and they added a little bit more. This looks like possibly a new column.
These new policies into action, aligning them.
They have resource healing to military. Yeah, so it looks like they just added in an extra column or 2 here and broke this up, where they kind of have like the blue-purple legendary, compared to how it is now, right? So if we were to show you that as an example here, right? So if you're looking at, and these are S2+ policies. So you could see green, blue, purple. There's like blue, purple, gold, right? Instead, they basically have it and I actually like that. I like how the color coded the visual area kind of almost gives you like this normal uncommon, or like an uncommon, elite, epic, legendary. I think that makes a lot more sense with how the visual color coded. But you could see here, right, there's 2 golds at the end, and then it's like a purple column. You have the augmented turrets were its own column that happened before medical progress and after gem prospecting. But if we go here, you can, oops, hang on.
Strategy.
No, we have to go back. Let's go back for a sec. Right, now you could see wherever the turret was. Did I not go far enough back? Hang on. Here we go. So now you can see the turrets are still after gem prospecting, but now it's like resource healings here.
Policies into action, aligning them with your chosen strategy for the season.
Yeah. And I like how they color coordinated those, right? Because if you look here, I mean, it is a little bit on the ones that you can choose either, but it looks like this, it's like a light blue, and this one actually looks like it's a little bit more cleaner looking, where it's, I guess, green. Maybe it's just green for heal. Okay, but you can already see some new stuff, like cursed swords, that's going to be new. You could see they basically swapped this out at the end, where it's medical supplies and recruitment, right? And if you're looking at this at the end, right, it's supplies and recruitment, but there's no health. It doesn't look like there's seminars and healthcare development. It looks like from here they ended up getting rid of. Reforms, yeah, I don't see development, but it's cursed swords. Okay, so just some. Okay, so a couple changes.
Additionally, a new talent system has been introduced. Now there are 4 unique branches of season talents, each with 4 levels: basic, standard, advanced, and.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. I'm gonna say that I actually kind of like how this looks, where it says season talents and then you have talent quests. This actually this is so funny. You guys know how I was talking about the whole League of Legends comparison for the patch notes, and now you look at this and this kind of almost looks like, I don't want to say obviously 1-for-1 ratio, but it kind of resembles that top-down order of like you picking out your League of Legends talents. It might be called something else now. But yeah, this, I mean, and this actually kind of almost looks like Infinity Kingdom. For those of you that have played Infinity Kingdom, when you went in and you selected your personal skills, like talent skills, it was kind of a tree like this. So I actually kind of like this.
Super. Each branch must be leveled up in order, starting with the basic talent and progressing to successive talents.
Okay.
As the season unfolds.
Okay, I just want to look at some of those real quick though.
Each branch must be leveled advanced and super. Each branch must be
let's go back.
With 4 levels of season talents, each with 4 levels: basic, standard.
So it shows on Glory Bound. During this season, you will gain 1 stack of Glory Bound for every 200,000 merits you receive, increasing all damage dealt by 0.1%, max 10 stacks, so you can get this up to 1%. It looks like. Okay. So during the season, you'll gain 1 stack. Okay, so that means You need to hit 2 million merits in order to get an extra % of damage. If that's right, okay. Let's just look for comparison on the group I'm in right now. How many people have 2 million merits? Let me just see. Because we're pretty much at the end. Let's see. Let's count how many people have at least 2 million merits or more. Okay, so it's a decent amount. It's at least more than 200. Okay. So this actually seems somewhat reasonable, especially because the KVK group I'm in, SS2-10, for the Season 2 Plus KVK group, they didn't have like a lot of fighting, right? It was about 2 days worth of fighting compared to some of the other groups, and I mean a few other groups. So I actually don't think that this is bad, per se. I think this is actually okay.
Advance and super.
So Cavalry Guard. When your cavalry units launch an unyielding rush at their targets, rush speed and range is increased by 50. Oh, that's cool. Rush speed and range is increased by 50%. Wow. Okay. This actually is cool. This actually, to me, almost makes it feel like Cav will be will be faster and deeper, which almost kind of plays into kind of their hit and run kind of blitzkrieg tactics that you're using for flanking purposes. This actually seems nice. Also, I like how it says complete the Augerstone stage, right, to unlock. So it's not like you can get, maybe you can't get these right away. Maybe it takes a minute.
Each branch.
Okay, rebound. When your infantry units come under attack from ranged units in the field, they have a 10% chance to reduce damage taken by 20% and deal counterattack damage to their target. Okay, so additional counterattack. Maybe this will be something that you can use for more counterattack purposes, right? So if you're trying to run like a Madeline, oh gosh, I'm blanking right now on other counterattack heroes. But if you're trying to run like a counterattack build, this could be something, right? Or the Skogul Goresh combo. Like, I mean, again, this could be something that you use or maybe you pick. Okay.
Must be leveled up.
And what's the gold one for Battlefield? When your infantry or cavalry units launch a melee attack at a ranged legion in the field, they take 15% less damage from that legion. Okay, so it almost seems like they're trying to give a little bit more utilization and a little bit more support or sustain to cav and melee to where they're a bit more efficient. Maybe not efficient, but they're trying to get more on par, if you will, right, with ranged. This actually seems okay. I'll be interested to see how this plays out. And bear in mind, right, adjustments can always be made. But this is pretty cool.
Starting with the basic talent and progressing to successive talents.
As the season unfolds, season talents...
Ooh, hang on. Was that a new one that just showed there at the end? And I missed it? Oh, no, same thing.
As the season unfolds, season talents will become even more powerful. You can utilize the season talent points you accumulate throughout the season and forge your own unique path.
And talent points can be obtained by completing season talents.
Ooh. So you get the points by accumulating quests. What do we have here? Defeat Darkling patrols. Jeez, 500. Save those command points, fam. Upgrade 3 heroes to level 50. Jeez. Occupy 11 villages at the same time. Oof. Accumulate 600,000 merits during the season. Okay, I mean, that doesn't seem too bad. I mean, obviously, it kind of seems somewhat okay, right? I mean, they're trying to hopefully get more people to go out and do PvP, so it kind of makes sense. At least it's not astronomically high. I think having a more entry-level one for something like this to kind of see how it plays out and see how many people per kingdom actually hit this. Hopefully they're collecting that data too as well. That'd be important. Fearless might reach the top 20 in the personal glory point rankings after Augerstone stage silence. Ooh, I don't know if I'm a fan of something like this because this really kind of promotes more of that MGE spender type event where you're giving talent points to people who only reach the top 20. This to me is a no-no, right? I'm not in favor of this. If you want to give rewards or something else that doesn't factor in to a base foundational feature of the game, which it seems like the seasonal talent points are going to be, this hurts to look at. Hopefully this gets changed because all I read here is, hey, only spenders are going to be able to unlock this point. So too bad we're implementing this foundational change or this new foundational feature that looks cool, but we're going to paywall gate part of it. It just has a rough ring to it. Conquering Sword reached the top 100 in the personal glory point ranking after Augerstone stage. Silent celebration begins. Tracking starts 12 hours after stage. Again, same thing. I mean, yeah, is it nice that the range is farther? But I just don't think they should do a talent point for this. But because what it means is that What it means is that there's always going to be some people that will have more talent points than you, and that plays into more of a general advantage, into something that should be attainable by everyone, right, within reason. If you want to have maybe like more difficult rewards and you want to give out or difficult tasks, but you want to give out other rewards, remember, you kind of have to create a system like this that is free to play friendly within reason, right? And I say that because if everyone can participate in this, then everyone is more likely to engage in it. They're more likely to become more motivated, and they're probably more likely to actually either go out there and fight more, longer, or maybe just actually attempt fighting. So you don't want to make this too difficult. You can, what my view is like, hey, just create maybe like an elite stage that offers different rewards, but isn't something that takes away. Like this would be akin to if they said, like level 55 to 60 is gated, right? So you have to complete like if they did something like this and they said, well, you have to place top 50 or top 100 in this event if you want to be able to get these 5 extra points on for your talent tree, right? Like that, people would take that the wrong way, right? Like that would be really detrimental. So I'm just not a fan of that. And this is the same thing, right? Reach the top 300 of personal glory point rankings. So I like these ones because I think these are okay, but yeah, those ones are rough for me. I wouldn't do it that way. And again, if you're okay with that, and maybe my take on this is just wrong, I don't think it is. But right, just because again you're limiting how many people can get points here. Again, it feels rough at face value. Let me say that. I'd love to hear what you guys think.
Talent quests.
You can activate only one talent on each level of a branch, and each branch must be leveled up in order, from the lowest to the highest level.
Oh, interesting. So you can only do one talent per branch. Okay. There are 4 unique branches of seasonal talents. Each branch has 4 levels: basic, standard, advanced, super. Each branch must be leveled up in order, beginning with the basic talent and moving on to successive talents. Okay, you can only activate one talent on each level of a branch. Makes sense. Different talent levels have different talent point cost. Basic talents cost 1 talent point. Standard costs 2. So it's okay, got it. So it's like the first level's 1, 2 points here until you get here, then it's 3 points, and then it's 4 points to max this out. Talent points can be obtained by completing season talent quests. You can obtain up to 21 talent points. Basic talents can be activated immediately. Higher level talents can be unlocked as the Augur Stone progresses. Season talents can only be used on the world map and cannot be used in other game modes. Okay, so let me say this, right? The one thing I'll say here at the end is that maybe they're going to allow everyone to be able to reach 21 talent points, but maybe you'll be able to reach 21 talent points faster from some of those particular events, like those top ones that we were mentioning. If that's the case, that might be less of a hard pill to swallow, but I still feel like it's a decent pill size to swallow, unfortunately. Let's continue.
Basic talents can be activated immediately, while higher level talents will be unlocked as the Augur Stone progresses.
Oh, no, same one. Okay.
Different talent levels have varying talent point costs.
It's important to note that season talents can only be used on the world map and not in any other game modes.
New heroes, here we go.
Get ready for some additions to your hero lineup.
Here we go.
Finally, the highly anticipated flying mage, Bertrand, is making an appearance.
I saw some discussions on why there are no wings on this flying hero.
Well, it's actually all in the lore.
Yeah, that's right.
So Bertrand uses his magical skill to summon a flying horse named Champion, and that's how he's able to fly. Bertrand excels in magic, PvP.
Let's look. So we have Bertrand deals damage to the target legion and consumes all stacks of golden mark. Increasing damage dealt by 5% per stack. Damage factor is 1500. Deals magic damage to the target legion, consumes all stacks of golden mark. But it doesn't say how many stacks can be applied. And how many stacks you can do. It'd be nice for that to say. Okay. Yeah, that I feel like that's a missed opportunity there. Oops. Oh, wow. Dude, they are clicking on these fast. When Bertrand deals hero skill damage, he gains 1 stack of golden mark for 5 seconds. Max 3 stacks. So what? So 15 seconds for 5 seconds? Each stack of golden mark. Oh, no, it's damage. Mark increases hero skill damage by 10%. So max of 30%. He gains 1 stack of golden mark. Okay. Golden mark increase. Okay, so he's got to pop 3 skills to max it within that engagement.
Skills. He's the real deal.
All magic units in Bertrand's Legion gain 25% magic attack and 10% defense pen. Ooh. Geez, so they're adding in some defense pen more on the magic. Because I think Nico has defense pen. Interesting. So, yeah, and I wish I had my sheet up. I could just look real quick. But I know there's, I think, at least 2 heroes that have defense penetration. So the fact that now they're adding 1, and I think both of those are physical. I should say at least 1 is physical. And now they're adding a magic defense pen on magic. Okay. Magic attack bonus is 25%. Magic unit enemy defense pen up to 10% there. Okay. Not bad.
Deal. You can obtain
It's like a nuker, so to speak. Hang on, I think we missed that last one.
deal. You can
Here we go. While in the field, Bertrand's legions gain 50% attack and defense if they have not taken normal attack damage for 3 seconds. Ooh, interesting. So it's almost like he gets a passive buff for being disengaged, and if you time it well, like for example, like let's say you finish killing a unit and then there's a break between other units coming, you can just fall back for 3 seconds and then re-engage and constantly keep proccing that, just as an example. Okay.
obtain him through the
And then here's, this is an enhanced skill for Entitled Rage. Bertrand deals damage to the target legion, consumes all stacks of golden mark, increasing damage dealt by 5%. Oh, I see. So what we looked at was the Awaken one. So it's 1,300 damage, but the Awaken's 1,500. Okay.
Lucky Spin and Wheel of Destiny events.
Here we go. Here's Tohar. This is a passive, Earth Conduit, so the first one isn't an active. After every 5 normal attacks, Tohar channels Rage of the Plateau, dealing damage to the target legion every second for up to 5 seconds. Moving interrupts channeling. Okay, so you have to be still. Magic 300, damage after 300. Okay, so after every 5 normal attacks, Tohar channels it, dealing damage to the target legion every second for up to 5 seconds. Okay. So that means after 5 normal attacks, it'll do this, and you stand still, and it'll do, what, 3... It does damage, so what, it's like a 1,500 damage. Well, it's probably, I don't know if it's additive in that way, but basically it'll do 5 300 damage factor hits for 5 seconds. Interesting. So I guess it's a matter of maybe trying to I don't even know if it's arguably maintaining distance for this, right? Like, you obviously don't want to be in the middle of the fray while you're trying to channel this. If it is good, right, you're probably going to want to try and keep difference. And this is so, I want to point out, this actually seems like a pretty cool effect on the hero, where it almost, the way I view this is like you almost would have to be really good at microing and understanding good positioning so you can always try and get this proc off where you're basically at max distance and not taking, like, you have to like take the least amount of damage that you possibly can with this kind of a hero, while also constantly microing your troops so you're not in a position where you're not able to use this, right? This actually seems like a little bit more of like an advanced type of usage hero. I guess we'll see how that plays out. But do you guys think that or no? Let me know.
And the next hero
Passive defensive fortifications, passive skill, increases the attack of Tohar's garrisoned army by 20% while they are garrisoned in a city stronghold and have over 50% units remaining. Okay, that's cool.
is
That actually
Tohar.
seems pretty decent. Let's see if we can read this. Magic units in Tohar's Legion deal 3% more hero skill damage, but deal 5% less normal attack damage. Magic units, the upgrade preview here is it goes up to 30. Okay. Tohar's Legion deal 3% more hero skill, but deal 5% less. Oh, so that must apply to his... I guess that would apply to his active passive, or his first skill passive, maybe? No. Well, no, I think it did say the 5... I would have to go back and look. But okay. Maybe somewhere. Okay. All right.
You can obtain Tohar
While channeling Rage of Plateau, Tohar's Legion gains Unyielding and Shelter. Unyielding counterattack damage taken negative 15%. So that means he'll take less. And then Shelter is defense plus 35%. Oh, wow. That actually doesn't seem that bad. And then it stacks, so it goes up to 15, up to 35%. Tohar's Legion's gains. Okay. Oh, interesting. So basically he gets a little bit of buff while he's standing there, right? They're not just kind of leaving you there like an empty glass cannon.
through the Wheel of Destiny.
Earth Ritual passive. After Tohar finishes channeling Rage of the Plateau, his Legion gains Keen. Attack plus 35% for 3 seconds. Oh, wow. Wow. So it's like you get a little bit of a shieldish buff, and then like a defensive buff, and then you get an attack buff right after. I guess I'm assuming that's probably meant for follow-up if you're trying to finish that Legion off or engage on another.
Or the Strongest Lord event.
Exciting news.
Oh, that's
And
weird.
the next hero is Tohar. You can obtain Tohar through the Wheel of Destiny.
Oh, yeah, they already said that.
Exciting news on the pet front, we are introducing 2 new war pets, Shadowfade Drake and Rune Bear. Now you can go out into the field and capture these fantastic pets.
Also, starting from this update, you will receive recommendations on which skills to teach your war pet. And we have also reduced the difficulty of capturing pets in the field. And now get ready to elevate your game with these brand new artifacts. First in line, we have the legendary Mirage Orb, excelling
So magic attack, legion attack, damage taken less.
in boosting magic, PvP, and assault.
Oh, we can actually read it here. Nice. So
You can get it in the fort.
here we go. Deals damage to the target legion, then knocks 2 enemy legions near the target airborne and deals diffused damage to them. Target other legions. Not bad. Okay. Wow. So it's okay. So it's a knockup.
Of Light and Riches of the Forest events. And there's more. It's time.
Ooh, diffused. Hang on, I want to read that. What did that say?
More.
Oh,
It's
how
time
dare
to
you?
debut
How dare you, Leo?
Forest event.
Each legion takes 15% less damage per additional target, up to a maximum of 50%. Okay. Okay.
And there's more. It's time to debut the 5 epic artifacts. There are Sunflame Hammer,
Okay, so this is 1 minute 30-second cooldown. Deals physical damage to the selected legion. Damage after 1200. It looks like that can maybe scale up. Infantry unit attack, legion defense, damage taken.
Guardian's Runic Longsword, Steelheart Avenger,
This is deals diffuse damage to up to 2 enemy legions in a designated circle. Okay. Marksman unit attack, legion attack.
Lakeside Raspberry,
Deals diffuse damage up to 2 enemy legions in a designated circle. Also, what? Same things. This is magic attack, legion
and
attack.
the Dagger of Betrayal.
Dispels a buff from a random nearby enemy legion. Oh, wow. Dispels a buff. Oh, from an enemy legion. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. So this almost seems like something you can use to counter with like a Tear of Arbin or something that's active, right? That they're using as like a time effects artifact that's lasting for a while. But I guess like the first thing that comes to mind to me is like someone who places a Tear of Arbin to heal. You could maybe, if that works. Well, no, because that would be on the field. It has to target the legion specifically, so maybe it wouldn't cancel that. I guess it would have to be something that just kind of like buffs the stat in general, and you'd have to actually see it being used. But this is cool that they're basically like allowing you a way to counter. This is March, Speed, and Attack. Okay.
All up for grabs in Forge of Light events. And now casting artifact skills just got easier. Simply tap or click the artifact skill icon, and the system will suggest a suitable target. And if you're happy with it, tap the icon again to unleash your artifact skill.
Oh.
And that's not all. We're also introducing the artifact skill auto casting feature, available at City level 10. Artifact skills will automatically cast with a short 2-second wait time. You have the power to enable or disable this feature for different artifacts. It's all about making your gaming experience smoother and more epic.
Yeah.
Get ready for a week filled with festive fun and incredible rewards in the Lunar New Year event. It's a 7-day event featuring the limited city theme, avatar frames, and nameplates. And now let's dive into the exciting events lined up. Festive Ball Machine. Take part in the Festive Ball Machine and snag decorative items with a delightful festive touch. Trial of the Beast. Giant bears have undergone a transformation, turning into fearsome neon beasts. Rally your friends and team up with others to face off against these legendary monsters. Treasure Hunt. Embark on a treasure hunt by collecting treasure map fragments. Piece them together to unveil the legendary lords
I'll
of
do
old
this one.
treasures. Now, let's take a look at some other improvements for a better gaming experience.
Now, you can stash up to 100,000 merits per week at the Merit Store, a significant increase from the previous limit of 20,000.
In the Dragon Trail game mode, life quality changes have been introduced. Certain stages have transformed into solo, escort, tower defense, or behemoth raid stages. Plus, all stages except the mentioned ones now support auto battle. Feeling overwhelmed in the middle of an intense battle, activate a simple mode with a pop-up reducing on-screen unit information and keeping your view clutter-free.
And with
I wish they showed it.
screen, complete with a repositioned multi-select button.
For a better alliance management, an online and offline indicator has been added to the alliance member list.
In Season 2 servers with rule resets already in effect, there's a decrease in occupation and elite raid difficulty for Giant Bear, Frost Giant, Thunder Rock, Hydra, and
Oh, hey, I want to see if that showed anything.
and elite raid difficulty for Giant Bear, Frost Giant.
Oops.
Servers with rule resets already in effect.
watch that one
There's a
time.
decrease in occupation.
Decrease occupation. Oh man, it didn't show that.
An elite raid difficulty for Giant Bear, Frost Giant, Thunder Rock, Hydra, and Necro Giant. The occupation difficulty for Magma Daemon and Frost Dragon is also reduced.
And that wraps up today's video.
Oh.
Thank you so much for watching.
And let us know what you think about this update in the
Interesting.
comments below. And
So
we'll see you
hang on.
next time.
Before we
Bye.
get to the potential
Magma Daemon
bloopers, because I want to
and
watch
Frost
those.
Dragon is all Hydra and an elite raid difficulty effect. There's a decrease in occupation. In Season 2, servers with rule resets
Okay,
already.
okay. So it's only season 2. Okay, because this is the thing. So they say season 2. I just want to point something out here. They say season 2, but they're observing season 2 plus. I just wanted to make that clear. Also,
effect. There's a decrease
I think when they go in, when they
Thunder
zoom
Rock.
in, oh yeah, see when they show this, it says season 2 plus. I just wanted to point that out, right? Because this is specifically for season 2. The only behemoths that have been adjusted for season 2 plus is Giant Bear, Frost Giant, Thunder Rock, Hydra, and Necro. So Magma and Frost Dragon were not reduced in difficulty for season 2 plus, but all the behemoths for season 2 vanilla were. It just would have been nice for them to be on a season 2 map when showing that. Okay. Let's get into the good stuff. You guys already know this is what I wait for.
So much for watching.
And let us know what you think about this update in the comments below. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll see you next time too. Do it. Show me the goods.
Get ready.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still on the last one.
Get ready for it.
That was good. Let's watch that one more time. That was good. That was good. That was good. One more time.
Get ready.
Oh, sorry.
Yo, it was like everything was synced. It was she was here, he was there, she paused, he paused, she looked down, she looked like that was okay, this was good. I like how it was a duo blooper that had both of them doing something. Good stuff. So listen, next time we want to see an individual blooper for each person and then a duo blooper, right? Do not underestimate the bloopers. These are great, so relatable, and they're absolutely funny. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I love it.
We're still on the last one.
Get ready.
Yeah. Leo's like, Austin, you just need to get it together, girl. You know what I mean? Like, don't fan me. I'm not hot. I'm cool. I'm down. Good stuff. All right. So, yeah. So, guys, that's it on this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think the biggest things we really saw here was the Season 1 map, the new talents, or the Season 1 adjusted map for Tamaris, the talents, the skills for the heroes, and then a few of the parts there near the end, right? And then obviously the bloopers, I'm sure. Most of the other things we kind of already knew. Again, I would have loved to seen how the offline online activity number looks, along with the few other things that was there kind of towards the end that they just didn't show off. But again, I'm sure we'll be able to see that once it goes live. But like I said, let me know what you guys think, right? Agree, disagree? Did you find anything interesting now that we actually got some visuals for parts of the update? I think most of them were pretty nice to see. So I'm pretty excited. And again, can't wait to hear what you guys think. That's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, I'll catch y'all later.